it filled? Maybe I didn't hit record. All right.
You didn't hit record? Oh, same.
All right, so start all that again. All right, so we have this triangle. We want to reorganize it so that it looks more appropriate.
Are you redoing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we said that we wanted to have a 45-45 or alpha square root 2. Right? Because of the 45. We know this is also 45. But what else we wanted was the triangle 30, 60, 90. Or alpha, 2 alpha, and alpha square root 3. Right? And in doing so, we might want to rewrite this so that it looks more, I don't know, accurate to the picture. The picture looks more conformed, right? So we know that a 45-45 has two of the same side. The sides are congruent, right? So we're going to have this 45-45. This should be like this. Now, if we want to make a 60-degree angle, right, Izzy?
Yeah.
Since we're redoing this, I highly suggest paying attention.
Can I have it right there?
Yeah, but I'm talking and you're not. Because it's on film. Thank you. Okay, so the 60 degrees is larger than the 45, right? So we want to make it look more accurate. Okay? And what that allows us is some sides. What I might want to do is just put this piece right here. And then maybe tie in another piece. Now, why am I doing all this? Why do you think I'm doing this purple, this black, and the orange? Why would it matter?
So it's easier to read?
Yes. So that I know that this purple, which side is that on the 30, 60, 90?
The alpha square root 3.
Yes, the alpha square root 3. Okay, and which side is the green?
The alpha.
The 2 alpha.
Yeah.
Okay. And this ends up being the black, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so where is the orange in this one? That's the confusing part, right? So the orange isn't part of this, and it's not part of this, but it is part of this. Okay? So we're going to see why in a minute. Okay? But we know that there's this extra piece right there. Does that make sense? Okay? Now, we also know that because this is 45-45 right here, because this is 45, right? And this is 45, that this is alpha, and this is alpha, right? And because this is alpha and alpha, then this diagonal right here is alpha square root 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, if this is alpha, if these two blacks are alpha, what does that make the purple?
100
Alpha square root
3.
3. Okay? In fact, I might even want to write that in purple and go alpha square root 3. Okay? And then, what's that make the green?
2 alpha.
2 alpha. Okay? Now we have a number, and the number is 100, right? So where is 100 with respect to this triangle?
All the alpha.
The alpha. So this alpha is equal to 100, right?
100.
And because that alpha is 100, then this alpha is 100, right? And then that makes this purple 100 square root 3. Does everyone see that?
Yeah.
Okay? And then the green is 2 times 100, right? Which is 200, right? All right. Then what? That takes care of everything except for, well, the square root of 2 piece, but that's 100 square root 2. And then we don't know the orange. But that kind of fills in most everything, okay? So we want to look at what does the question ask? And the question asks us AB. So they want to know what AB is. And so we know A is here. And we know B is here. So AB has to be 100. Okay, so that one was easy. Okay? Then they want to know what AD is. What AD? Well, AD is from here to here, right? 200. So AD is 200. Here comes the crux of the problem. The reason why we wanted the orange. Because the orange is, they want to know what X is. What is X?
I'm sorry.
So what is it?
Square root 3.
No.
It's alpha square root 3 and alpha is 100.
So we know that the purple. How much is the purple?
1.5.
How much is the purple?
100 square root.
100 square root 3.
I don't know, you do that.
Right? How much is the black?
100.
100. Okay? So would you agree that the purple is equal to the black plus the orange?
Yes.
Is that true? Okay. So the purple is equal to the black, which is, you said 100, right? Plus the orange, which is X, right? The orange is X. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I solve for X?
Is it the change between?
So we just
Oh, so
simple algebra, right? Subtract 100 from both sides. So what is X equal?
Square root 3.
Huh?
Square root 3.
No. It's 100 square root 3 minus 100. But you can't just take 100 away, because you're saying it's 100 times the square root of 3. There's 100 square roots of 3 there.
Would it be...
Is 100 square roots of 3 necessarily 100 and square root of 3?
I'm confused. Would
No.
it be
No.
That makes
square
sense.
root of 3?
That's a weird way of writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, hundreds of-
Could we break this down? Could we pull something out of both of those?
Yeah.
What? 100? And what would be left?
Square root of 3.
Square root of 3?
Yeah.
That's it?
I mean, and 1.
And 1. Good. Minus 1.
Where's
Okay.
1?
It's the negative.
So you have to
Oh,
go
you're right.
divide, right? So X is actually equal to 100 times the square root of 3 minus 1. Okay? And this comes back to that. We've done this before. Do you remember?
Is it okay if I write it like this? Or do I have to write it like that?
No, that's fine. And you don't have to have the 100 in front.